ever walk up there? Did you go for a walk?
Yeah, no, she's still there, but I think I've got a feeling in the 80s that they had a, a teenage son at home, or,
Okay, it's Brian. We're down here in Manners Mall, and this is the night before the final council meeting on the revocation of opening the mall to buses, and some unbelievably staunch people are down here. The core of protest movement, and it would be wonderful if more people turn up. But what we have so far is some unbelievable dedication from a very tight group of people. So in a year where the banks were bailed out with taxpayer money, and in general working people were asked to make great sacrifices, namely to give up their jobs, to be made redundant and unemployed in this time of economic contraction. Those who were responsible were actually essentially effectively given rewards in the form of bonuses. And of course this kind of behaviour would not go without a critique, and of course my old friend Jim Delahunty, who we'll be seeing a little more of in the not too distant future, has written a critique of what has been happening, and here's his work. Wonderful piece here about the descent of Marx, an essay by Jim Delahunty, Where We Are and How We Got Here. So here we go again. Nice little picture of Marx on the front there, and there you are, there's the title. Wonderful. Work of Karl Marx, analysis of the capitalistic system and its shortcomings, and believe you me, it certainly does have shortcomings, as we've witnessed over the last few years, heading up to the, as we said before, the financial unravelling, and now the system has papered over the yawning chasm that was there, and you hardly hear any talk about the devastation and the wealth destruction that has taken place, and it hasn't gone away. So there's the, if you like, bad news. And the good news, I guess, is that you can wake up and close your eyes to most of the nasties that have taken place. If you're in any way in a privileged position in society or in a country which has managed to avoid all of the difficulties that we've been facing, but most people are really aware of what's taken place, but feel totally unable, totally powerless to actually do anything, to change anything. And the one way that we can do in the democratic and social arrangements that we have is we can exercise a vote. And of course democracies are losing participation. Over the last few years there's been a sort of steady decline in the levels of participation. Well, that's the surest way to further disempower yourself. So I just would suggest that people return to the conventions of voting, and voting in an informed way, and forming yourselves into associations, learning how to communicate to the political strata, and as much as possible, avoiding the influence of a popular media.
Take it.
No, I fell off a few times.
This is the last. Is this the last day of the year, Nick?
No, it's not actually. It's the day after my birthday, which means we got a couple more days before we get really bloody pissed off with things, and they're supposedly going to celebrate what's coming up. Is that the one?
But this has been a funny year, hasn't it? We've had...
Oh, it's been a grim year. Bad things have happened this year, but...
and a lot of people have got away with murder.
Yeah, Wall Street. I'd like to know how they do it. It's some form of magic, isn't it? You know, conjure up money out of thin air and tell everybody that things are good, but they aren't really. So...
Privatising the profits and socialising the losses.
I thought you'd hit me with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bastards are still at it.
Yeah, it's the history of the world, Brian. It's called, how would we describe it? I'd say infringing upon the public domain, taking what's good for everybody and cutting them out of it and charging them for what they can get. That's the way it works, you know?
Yeah.
Like sands in an hourglass. These are the seconds of our life, slowly ticking away.
And so the year is ticking to an end. Gone.
Conversation. Good. Smash capitalism and smash the state with a smile on your face and a song in your heart.
I don't know about that last
And the song is White Boy, White Boy. 54 times.
There you are, making friends wherever we can. This little bird is taken to paying us a visit each day, and so I've been providing a nice little variety of diet for a, I think it's a female blackbird, but I can't be sure. Actually, colours look quite interesting. Might be a hedge sparrow. Certainly interested in what I've been putting out, and it's got very friendly with me. Look at this beautiful little native New Zealand falcon.
It does. It looks real. That's the
And this is a wonderful work by Nick Dryden, who is probably out on his own when it comes to doing art like this. Look at this beautiful bird. Just amazing.